The longleaf pine tree is adapted for semi-frequent low-intensity fires. It is often found growing in savanna-like habitats on sandy uplands across the southeastern United States, including coastal plain. Growing with and around it is a whole ecosystem full of species that are also specialized for living under the threat of fire. Additionally, the typically relatively low nutrient and often acidic sandy soil in which these forests grow further create a unique growing environment for residents of the longleaf pine forest. These forests are home to over 900 plant species, with small regional differences within the larger overall range of Virginia to East Texas to Central Florida. The forests are identifiable through the dominance of a single tree species, the longleaf pine, as well as its sandy, sometimes wet soils and a lack of vegetation in between the forest floor and the canopy, or lack of mid-story plants. Frequent, low-intensity fires give the forest a savanna or park-like appearance. Aided by the frequent reappearing fires, the longleaf pine can dominate in the treetops uncontested. The thick bark and burn scars of the longleaf pine tree also provides many birds and other animals nesting sites. The thick bark also hosts to many small insects which larger animals like woodpeckers, tree frogs, and reptiles feed on. Dead longleaf pines decay and tend to burn away, their space with their former roots offering a new habitat for many subterranean species. There is a variety of types of longleaf pine forest within the greater longleaf pine forest habitat. These include the montane, rolling, sandhill, and flatwood subtype. Carnivorous plants like pitcher plants and Venus flytraps are well suited for the sandy, acidic, nutrient-poor soils of these woodlands and savannas. The orange milkwort has a round cluster of orange, self-pollinating flowers found in moist, sandy soils of the coastal plain across southeastern North America. Pine Barrens milkwort, another milkwort species, has a cluster of yellow flowers. Two similar species occur here, the tall and the slow Pine Barren milkwort, their most obvious difference in the name. The foxtail bog club moss have two types of stems, those which can be seen sprawling along the ground and those which stand upright with the strobilus at the upper tip. Unlike some other club mosses, the spore-bearing stems of this species do not branch. The Savannah male beauty can grow to stand over 120 centimeters tall. It is an eye-catching 4 to 5 petaled pink flower which blooms from May to September. Galberry is an evergreen pioneer shrub species of holly with deep black and edible berries and pale greenish flowers. It is quite a flammable perennial, furthering the fire ecology of its longleaf savanna home. Grassleaf barbarous buttons for short, with their showy flattened circular bloom shape, are perennials whose pink-white flowers bloom from midsummer to mid-autumn. The sand swamp white-top sedge is named from the white bracts which surround the flower at the top of the upright stem. Growing up as a meter tall, yellow-eyed grasses like the Carolina yellow-eyed grass have yellow, three-petaled flowers atop their brownish inflorescence. Ferns such as common bracken and cinnamon fern can also be seen here. American sweet gum with spiny round fruit made up of upwards of 60 seed capsules do not tend to be able to grow tall here, not being well adapted to the fire. Other plants include various gentian species with their often slender flowers, sand myrtles of the heath family, wax myrtles of the America family, lobelias like Ledo's lobelia, which have small, pale magenta flowers, orchids, Diapod black senna, various beak sedges, colocrutes like the white-tubed colocrute, and various pumpworts with their small, white circular flowers atop a thin, long stem. Lizards like the six-lined race runner, with its striking blue-black tail and yellow-black body, and the brown and all call this savanna home. Fox squirrels, namely the southern fox squirrel, some species, Cyrus niger, call the canopy its home, sharing it with many species of birds. Invertebrates, like the swallowtail butterfly, make the most of the plentiful blooms of the forest floor. Dragonflies hunt the numerous mosquitoes which show themselves come sundown. Milkweed assassin bugs stalk the low-growing shrubs for insect prey. These bugs paralyze and melt the insides of prey before sucking out their contents. Katydids and green-winged spiders blend in with the greenery of the vegetation. Besides the green-winged spider, arachnids like the rabbit wolf spider and imperceptible and inignorable chiggers can be found here. Here in the Carolinas, these forests are sometimes surrounded by lower wetter precosins, a type of wetland found in the southeast U.S. with deep peat soils and primarily evergreen vegetation. Within these wetter, more saturated sections, trees like the pond cypress and pocosin pine predominate. The forest floor here is partially carpeted with sphagnum mosses.